Sir, just a follow-up. So ano yung status ng arrest order? Si Michael Yang ba nasa Pilipinas pa?
Okay, we were informed na ang subject ng arrest order ay wala na ho rito. Ito I guess yung last information that we have is he is in Dubai, no? Nasa Dubai siya at dahil nga meron tayong arrest orders against Michael Yang and aling lumipat-lipat na rin siya eh. So, kapag ka merong ganyang alarm, it will now provide us information kung saan nagta-travel ito. The House of Representatives has done, no? Kasi magagamit din nila yon. They may probably get some points, they may probably get some leads or information that will help them, no, in their investigation. Again, it is a public record and anyone can access these records. If the ICC would like to access this and probably feels that it will help them in their investigation, they can access this anytime.
Thank you, sirs. Next question from Net25. Big Semintak, you're recognized.
Good morning. Kung Ace, any update doon sa mga ginagawa nyo sa Committee on Drugs?
Okay, dun sa aming Committee on Dangerous Drugs, nakaka-siyam na hearing na po kami. At dun sa aming hearing ay marami ho kaming inisyuan ng show cause orders at saka ng arrest orders. No? For those who continuously fail to appear before the committee, after several invitations were extended, are now a subject of an arrest. No? Ang pinakamabigat po na inisyo natin dito, which the SecGen has already signed, no? Yung arrest order against Mr. Michael Yang. Bakit? Because naniniwala kami na itong kumpanya na kung saan ay registered owner yung a certain Mr. Michael Yang, no, is involved doon sa corporation which owns the warehouse na kung saan i-deliver po yung 3.6 billion worth ng shabu. Invite natin siya to shed light and probably deny his involvement, but he never appeared before the committee and never took advantage of the invitation. Since he did not attend, and under pursuant to our rules, we have to issue show cause orders, and even if after the show cause orders have already been issued and still non-appearance pa rin po ang aming resource persons, we are compelled to issue the arrest order.
Sir, just a follow-up. So ano yung status ng arrest order? Si Michael Yang ba nasa Pilipinas pa?
Okay, we were informed na ang subject ng arrest order ay wala na ho rito. Ito I guess yung last information that we have is he is in Dubai, no? Nasa Dubai siya at dahil nga meron tayong arrest orders against Michael Yang, and if I can remember, there are two more. Hindi ko lang matandaan, but I can share this information with the media later on. Itong arrest order na to, we will have to provide an information to the immigration and the DFA so that the DFA and our immigration can likewise alarm other countries about the arrest order namin inisyo dito sa House of Representatives, so that we will be able to track kung nasan yan, kasi maaaring lumipat-lipat na rin siya eh. So kapag merong ganyang alarm, it will now provide us information kung saan nagta-travel ito, because he will be using definitely his own passport. So yun ang ating doon. Yung isa naman, yung si Mr. Willie Ong, which was already a subject earlier of an arrest order, ay gumagamit na nung kanyang Chinese passport. No? We were informed. At dahil dito, ginagamit niya yung Chinese passport niya because if you recall, meron siyang Philippine passport eh. So, nung pumasok siya rito, kumuha siya ng Philippine passports, curious yung documents, nakakuha siya ng pasaporte, nagkaroon ng problema rito, nahuli yung warehouse na naglalaman ng shabu, umalis siya using his Chinese passport. The day after we first had our investigation in the committee.
Have you finished your questions, Vic? Okay, next question from PTV4, Mela Lesmoras.
Hi, good morning po mga kongs. Unahin ko lang po kasi kahapon nagkaroon ng meeting nga sa Malacanang at sa iba pang opisyal ng pamahalaan sina US Secretary of State Anthony Blinken and Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin. And they expressed strong support of the US for the Philippines. And it will remain unchanged regardless of whether a Democrat or Republican president is elected to the White House. Ano pong masasabi nyo rito? At idagdag ko na lamang din na nangako ang US na magbibigay sila ng $500 million para sa military at Coast Guard natin. Roughly 29 billion pesos yung katumbas nito sa ating pera. Ano pong masasabi nyo rito dun sa naging commitment ng US officials sa Pilipinas kahit anumang maging resulta ng eleksyon nila at dun sa ibinigay nilang tulong para sa ating bansa?
Number one, ikinatutuwa po natin ito kasi alam na po natin na pagdating ng November magkakaroon ng halalan sa Estados Unidos. At hindi naman natin malalaman kung ano ang magiging resulta kung sino mananalo dun sa dalawang maglalaban. But ang mahalaga dito ay kung ano man ang maging resulta, hindi rin dapat magbago ang posisyon ng Estados Unidos at ng ating bansa. And which has been ironclad for the past decades. And we also welcome the $500 million support to strengthen the capabilities of our Coast Guard and our armed forces. Especially, this was stressed by our President during his State of the Nation address, that we will not yield a single inch of our territory and we will not sacrifice our sovereignty. So this is a welcome development for us because this further shows that the position of the President is also shared by the position of other world leaders pagdating sa soberanya ng ating bansa.
Well, ako, any addition is positive. So, it's a welcoming thing na magdo-donate ang Amerika ng 29 billion that can really be used to upgrade our capabilities ng West Philippine Sea team natin ng Coast Guard at ng Armed Forces. And it also shows that yung bond ng Pilipinas at Amerika, like what Deputy Speaker J.J. Suarez said, na it's ironclad, na there's really a strong bond in relationship between the two countries, regardless of who the president is in both countries. So, it's very important thing na regardless kung sino nakaupo sa isang bansa, yung pananaw nung pagtulong sa isa't isa ay nananatili.
Ayun. Para sa akin naman, isang magandang development yung nangyaring ito. Bakit? Kasi ang magiging beneficiary dito ay yung ating Philippine Coast Guard. And we all know na meron po tayong kakulangan sa ating capability ng ating Coast Guard. And now that funds will be extended to the Philippine government that will purposely upgrade the capability of our Coast Guard. Siguro with that amount of money, hindi lang yung West Philippines yung mababantayan. I've been calling for presence in the eastern seaboard of our country. Sabi ko nga na equally important yung eastern seaboard. And that traverses the Pacific Ocean from the north of our country down to Mindanao and Surigao City. So kaya nga gusto natin sana na mabigyan din ng capability to protect the Philippine territory and i-easy natin dyan sa area. So again, with this development, napakagandang balita regardless of whoever wins in Washington by November. So again, magandang development ito para sa